celebration of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now.
Welcome, everyone. It's Thursday, May 22nd, and you're tuned into the ultimate destination for all things lifestyle, entertainment, and everything in between. I'm Anthea Ferguson, sitting in for Jiminy Swain, and you're watching What's Trending, the show where we bring you the latest trends, hottest news, and insider tips on living your best life. Whether you're here for the fashion, the food, the fitness, or the latest buzz from social media, we've got you covered, so let's dive in. A small plane crashed into a San Diego military housing neighborhood Thursday morning, killing multiple individuals on the plane. Officials say the aircraft struck about 15 houses, causing multiple homes and cars to catch fire. The jet took off Wednesday night from New Jersey and landed in Wichita, Kansas on Thursday morning. Flight data shows it stayed in Kansas for about an hour and was headed for the Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport in San Diego later that morning. Reports say there were no fatalities on the ground from the homes destroyed in the crash, but one person was hospitalized and 2 others treated for minor injuries. Reports say multiple neighborhoods in the area were evacuated due to fuel spills caused by the crash. And big box giant Target is seeing a massive drop in sales due to backlash from some of its most loyal customers and the recently imposed tariffs. The company said this week sales fell last quarter, driven in part by customer fallout from Target's reversal on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Target also cut its guidance as President Donald Trump's tariffs push up costs for the company. Target sales at stores for at least a year tumbled 3.8% in last quarter as fewer customers visited Target and spend less when they did shop. The company expects sales to decline by low single digits this year. And the Golden Globes are adding a new category to recognize something other than achievements in film and television. The Globes announced recently that a Best Podcast of the Year category will be added to its award slate to debut starting next year when the ceremony broadcasts on January 11th. The category will honor the extraordinary and diverse talents in podcasting while acknowledging that the annual award ceremony is committed to giving a platform to the full spectrum of entertainment. They say only the top 25 podcasts will qualify for the award, and the category will include a total of 6 nominees. Well, coming up after the break, we're chatting with the entrepreneur behind a kitchenware brand that's revolutionizing the way we cook. Then get ready for an inside look at the 5th annual Bahamas Gospel Music Awards. And finally, the perfume bar is here to spill the tea on summer's hottest scents. Stay tuned because it's all coming up next. You're watching What's Trending.
The stunning private island of Sandals Royal Bahamian, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, John Pinder II, welcomed a group of distinguished travel advisors to celebrate their achievements in the industry. Pinder expressed his heartfelt appreciation for the key roles they play in promoting the Bahamas' 16-island destination to travelers from around the world.
We're here at Sandals Royal Bahamian Island, which is truly a unique experience that Sandals gets to offer. It's Travel Advisory Day. We're out here at a Travel Advisors Luncheon. I was lucky enough to be able to welcome our guests. The Travel Advisors are some of our closest partners when it comes to tourism in the Bahamas. They have the passion to connect with our friends from abroad and tell them where best to come for vacation and have that memorable experience. So as you could see behind me, you do see the beautiful waters, but you also see the travel advisors enjoying a beautiful lunch on our beautiful beaches. They get to experience what they tell their clients to come experience, and it's really special. But we appreciate their passion for travel, and as I tell them, it's always better in the Bahamas. I'd like to say a special thank you to all the travel advisors and all those in the industry that tell our friends where in the Bahamas to go, because we have so many island destinations and everyone's a little bit different and everyone is special.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Joshua Robbins, and this is Tourism Today.
Cooking is an art, and And just like any great artist, you need the right tools to make your masterpiece. But what if those tools weren't just functional, but also beautifully designed? Today, we're sitting with the mastermind behind a kitchenware brand that's turning every meal prep into a Michelin star experience. So grab your apron or just your curiosity as we dive into the world of culinary innovation with Levon Ferguson, the creative genius who's making us rethink our kitchen drawers. Welcome back to What's Trending, Levon.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on the Kitchen Co.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
So why kitchenware?
Okay, well, the reason why I wanted to go into the kitchenware business is because I consider it the new adulting, where, you know, we're tired of shopping for clothes. Now the new thing is to just dress up your home. Right, yes, and you want it to be just as stylish as you are. And so that's one of the reasons as to why I wanted to branch off into the kitchenware business.
Adulting would have you looking for the best stepladder.
Yes.
Obsessing over paint colors.
Yeah, exactly, right.
So I completely get it. I understand, right?
Yeah.
But what makes your kitchenware different from what's on the market currently?
Well, I really wanted to bring that island aesthetic into the Kitchen Co. And so I went ahead and found things that, you know, were island style inspired. And, you know, we live on beautiful beaches and sand and seashells. And so I wanted to incorporate that kind of aesthetic into the Kitchen Co. kitchenware.
And so that's your process for curating your line.
Yeah,
so how many lines or collections do you have, and which one do we have in front of us today?
Well, we have flatware, drinkware, dinnerware, and this here is the drinkware that we have, which is our seashell wine glasses.
This is an actual wine glass.
It's an actual wine glass, and yes, drinks can go in here and it doesn't spill, and you can kind of sip from here. And we have the sterling silver stem along with the glass stem. And then we have cutlery. Now with these are cheese cutlery, so when you have a charcuterie board or if you want to, like this here with the butter knife, you can use that to spread cheese, spread butter, you know. And we have also the bottle opener here that, you know, has the same seashell stem here. And then we have a little miniature sauce bowl. So if you have anything like, say you can put butter in here, you can put any sauce, oils and things like that. And we do have oil dispensers as well that come with an array of spices, spice stationery that you can put on the oil dispenser, you know, for whatever it is that you are using it for. We also have our seashell clam plates. And so, yes, we have just a bunch of different stylish kitchenware products.
Very stylish. Very Little Mermaid-esque. When I picked this up, I was just like, is this the dingle hopper? You know, it's just like with the fork. And so I just want to continue to market the product and continue to put it on social media. We have our website, which is www.thekitchenco.com, and we sell through our website, where you can purchase it online, and you can pick up in store, or you can come in store and you can see the products that I have available. We do have it also available for wholesale. So if restaurants, bars would like to go ahead and place an order for our items, you're able to do that. Awesome. Well, Levon, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Line, and I'm sure we have lots more beautiful kitchenware to look forward to.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, so next time you reach for that spatula or that knife, remember, the right tool doesn't just make the job easier, it makes the journey a whole lot more enjoyable. Levon, once again, thank you so much for inspiring us all and bringing some beauty to our kitchen sets.
Thank you.
Well, the 5th annual Bahamas Gospel Music Awards is almost here. Next up, we chat with the brainchild behind it all. Stay with us.
Got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
diet-friendly special. Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
For 5 years, one event has consistently been lighting up the Bahamian music gospel scene with the power of praise, passion, and purpose. The Bahamas Gospel Music Awards is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of faith, talent, and the unshakable spirit of a nation rooted in good old gospel music. Welcome to the show, BGMA founder and CEO Travis Edgecombe. Thanks so much for being on What's Trending.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So we celebrate a milestone year with the BGMA this year, 5 years.
Yes.
Before we get into the goodies of what you got planned for us this year, take us back to the roots. Where did this come from and why did you start it?
Well, in 2020, I spoke to Vincent McDonald, and both of us, we worked together with the Elevation Awards. And I told him, I said, you know, the gospel music industry is a little bit of a drought. So I think we need to do something to boost that. And it's not that the people in the industry do what they do for accolades, because it's more than just for that. But we wanted to do something to celebrate them and for them to continue doing music, for them to continue producing and songwriting. So we decided to start the BGMAs in 2020, and this is now 5 years
Year
later.
5.
Yeah.
Like a little baby.
Yes.
So you talk about the gospel music scene, you know, being in a drought for a period of time, but I've seen and I've known of personally known of gospel artists who win awards regionally, they win awards locally, and now they have an opportunity, internationally, and now they have an opportunity to be recognized locally. What's that doing for gospel music artists today?
I think the award show is something that's just for us. They don't have to share it with anybody else. It's Bahamian. It's for the Bahamian producers, music video producers, songwriters, gospel artists. So this is something special for them to embrace. And I have seen the level of talent. Some new artists have emerged since the launch of the award show. We've seen the quality of the music and the quality of the graphics and quality of the production of the music from our artists increase tremendously over the years.
And so heading now into year 5 and your 5th award ceremony, what can we expect from the show? Who can we look forward to? What are some of the artists? Who are some of the nominees? Give us all the good news.
Well, our Lifetime Achievement Award recipient is Inspiration 107 right here at ZNS. And I am pleased to give them this award because they have been on the airwaves for a very long time. So we are happy that they are going to receive that award. And then also E-Man.
Another ZNS.
Another ZNS. He's one of the top nominees for this year, and he is the most awarded BGMA award winner.
Wow.
In the history of the
How many
award show.
nominees?
We have in total 57 nominees, and we have 21 categories.
Wow, so a full night.
A full night.
And performances, I'd imagine?
And performances. We have Eban as well as going to perform. We have Edison Sumner and Voices of Praise that's going to perform. We have Bernadette Turnquest. We also have a special tribute to Inspiration 107. So we'll have Therese Davis. We also will have Davian Chase. We'll also have Eunice Roll, Antonio J. Thompson, Stephen C. Ford Jr., and many, many more. So you will have to get your tickets to see what we have planned for June 1st.
And speaking of tickets, I saw your post on Facebook last night where you were like, the first 100 tickets gone.
It's already gone. We launched the tickets on Monday, and 100 tickets are already sold.
Wow.
So Bahamians are not playing this year. They're making sure that they secure their tickets. And if you are not able to retrieve a ticket, if it's sold out, you still can come to the door and pay, and it's still the same price.
Okay.
So
what's the price?
$30.
$30.
$30 at the
Right.
Bahamas Convention Center.
So back to the music. Bahamians, like I said in my intro, we love some good old gospel music, right?
Yes.
So I was married into Church of God of Prophecy about 6 years ago, right? And the music is always something that I look forward to every Sunday morning. What do you think Bahamian style gospel music is doing for the country? I mean, I've heard some songs. I know my personal friend Kenya Ferguson. I know you know her. She, every time she puts out a new song, I just, you know, fall in love with it because it kind of does something for the soul. But what do you think our Bahamian interpretation of gospel music is just doing for us in the country?
I think the gospel artists, they live what they sing. They experience what they sing, and they believe what they sing. So each artist has something unique to bring to the table. For example, our nominee, Akeem Gardner, he is in that reggae vein, and you can feel the vibes with his music when he plays. Same thing with someone named Melissa Niobe Mackey. She is a worshiper, so you will experience that praise and worship sound. And that speaks to the various categories that we have, and we named 7 of the categories after gospel artists that have passed on. For example, Shaniqua Hannah Thurston, LaVard Manifest Sparks, J-Fed Lyrically Blessed, Ferguson. So we honor those who have come before us and gone on as well.
So give us the details. So it's June 1st at Bahamas.
Yes.
You give them the details.
Sunday, June 1st at Bahamas. It starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are available at Tire Flex Star Motors Wolf Road for $30.
Or as you said, they can get them at the door if they don't get them beforehand.
And you can come at the door if you can't get it beforehand.
Awesome. Well, Travis, congratulations. 5 years is no small feat.
Thank you.
So all the best to you in this year's award ceremony and award ceremonies moving forward.
Thank you.
Big thank you for Travis for joining us here on What's Trending. Well, coming up next, thinking about picking up a new hobby? Today's the perfect day to find your sound. Stay tuned for this next story.
Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all 3. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
Welcome back and listen up because today might just be music to your ears. It's Buy a Musical Instrument Day, a celebration of all things strummable, tappable, blowable, and yes, even bang on the tableable. Whether you're dreaming of being the next Bahamian music sensation, joining your local church band, or just learning to play a few chords for your living room, today's the perfect excuse to finally pick up that instrument you've been eyeing. Krishan? Studies show that learning a musical instrument boosts memory, improves coordination, and even helps reduce stress. So it's not just fun, but it's also good for you. Who knew that drum set or even those cymbals could double as therapy? So go ahead, buy the guitar, blow your horn, and even shake your cowbells. Your musical journey awaits. Let's give it up to our in-house guitarist, Gershon. Thank you so much for being here on What's Trending and delighting us with your beautiful music. Happy Buy a Musical Instrument Day. And remember, it's never too late to make a little joyful noise. Stay tuned today. We're stepping into something a little fabulous. The seductive, stylish world of Jimmy Choo fragrances. You don't want to miss it.
The country's biggest stage for business and investment, and the Bahamas Tonight will be there bringing you all the action.
One station. We've got the up-close interviews and predictions for growth for the nation's busiest sectors.
Taking you around the world.
And at the same time covering the biggest stories that have taken over local headlines, now expected to take an even different twist. We'll be there to give you a front row seat.
Keeping you completely covered.
2 newscasts, 2 nights, live from Times Square in New York City.
This is serious business.
But make no mistake, it's the Big Apple. So we're also giving you the all access to the interesting and fun stories like the who's who in Bahamian diaspora and what you can't miss if you're in the city that never sleeps.
The Bahamas Tonight, live from New York City, New York, May 29th and 30th. Bringing you live coverage of the Bahamas' Business and Investments Forum 2025. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
mailboat service is a critical service to the islands of the Bahamas. Certainly, Andrews has always been there and dear to us. That's where we're born and raised. And so we play a crucial role in advancing the growth and development of Andrews. Customers want service and they want consistency. From the start, that's been our commitment. We work to sail on time every time. Our customers have come now to expect this from us. And one of the biggest challenges we've had was finding adequate funding. SPDC from the very start has been a lifesaver. My advice to young people, if you have a vision, a passion, an idea, go for it. Don't give up. It's not easy. If it was, everybody would be doing it. Be consistent and you'll get there.
Welcome back to What's Trending. In today's Sensual Notes, we splash into the sweet world of Jimmy Choo. For the woman who owns every womb she walks into, there's Jimmy Choo I Want You. Bold, sparkling, and undeniably glamorous. And for the man who leaves a trail of intrigue wherever he goes, it's Jimmy Choo Man Intense. Ready to find your signature scent or maybe your next obsession? Let's take a deeper sniff. I mean, look into the perfume bar's scent. Welcome, Godnick Johnson.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So we have these two amazing scents in front of us, both from Jimmy Choo. Let's start with the female one, right? So we have this Jimmy Choo I Want You.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the notes. What are we going to smell?
Okay, so it's a sweet, floral, fruity scent. It also has vanilla in it as well. The peach note is very potent and great for projection.
When you say projection, that means like when you walk into a room, everyone's gonna know you've arrived.
Right.
And is this a perfect scent for the summertime? Because I can smell it's very light. Like you say, a lot of citrus notes in there. Is this perfect for summer?
Yes, perfect.
All right, so we talk about it being perfect for summer and some of the female feminine notes that we have in there, right? What about, now when I wear my lotion, I feel like my lotion sometimes change the scent of my perfume. Is that so?
Yes, it does.
How?
Okay, so like when you, you wanna like, when you come out the shower, you wanna layer your lotion and you wanna put your fragrance on top of your lotion so it give it like that little boost.
Okay, all right. So this will be for the perfect, perfect date night, girls' night out. Is this good for daytime and nighttime? Because I find that some perfumes, some of my perfumes, some work best for the nighttime, some work best for the daytime. Is this like versatile?
So yes, it is. And like I said, like it's fruity, it's floral, you know.
So give me a little whiff of that. So can you just spray it here for me?
Sure.
And I know Jimmy Choo is a big brand in terms of fragrances. Is this one of the most popular scents you have from the brand?
Yes, it is.
All right, so she's right. Very citrusy, very light. You get that hint of vanilla right at the bottom. Not too strong, but still very, like you said, it has a projection to it. So, of course, when you walk into a room, someone knows you. Do you wear this? Is this your...
Yes, I do. That's one of my favorites.
This is one of your favorite scents, and you're being shy about it? So what makes it your favorite scent, then?
Because I like the peach in it.
Yes, I can smell the peach.
And it also has mandarin orange in it.
Awesome. All right. So... Lady is wearing, so let's give them a date night out, right? So they're headed to dinner. Lady got on her Jimmy Choo I Want You. And what is the guy wearing?
Jimmy Choo Man Intense.
Jimmy Choo Man. Now, why is he wearing this one? What makes this one his go-to?
Very seductive. It's a nice, sexy, elegant fragrance for a meal.
It smells like leather almost. Am I getting leather in there?
You're getting like a little bit of black pepper.
Black pepper.
It has a little spice to it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So why would a man want to come and get Jimmy Choo Man Intense?
Well, it isn't too loud. It isn't heavy, so it's the perfect scent.
And for men, though, I feel like a lot of their scents are almost the same all the time, but this one is really different. It has, like you say, a little bit of that...
Black pepper.
Yes. I didn't even know that black pepper was a thing that, that has a scent in perfumes.
Spice.
A little spice to it. So if a man wants to come in and he says, you know what, taking my girl out on a night out, you would recommend something like this?
Jimmy Choo Man Intense.
And is this one of your most popular scents in the store?
Yes, it's one of those.
All right, now I know sniffing it like this, for me, it like gives it one scent, but now I want to smell it on this. So give me a little whiff of that. And give me again some of the notes in this one. I know you said black pepper. What else do we got?
That would be the middle note.
The middle note.
So the top note will be lavender and melon.
So the top note, is that the one that we smell first?
Yes.
Or, okay. So when you first spray it, you're going to smell
the melon lavender.
And then the middle note is the black pepper. And what do we have underneath?
We have patchouli and tonka bean.
Okay. And so these two together, the perfect match, you think?
Yes, his and hers.
Okay, his and hers. So, Godneek, tell us a little bit about where we can find these and where you're located.
Okay, so you guys can find it at the Perfume by Palmdale. We're located across the street from Modernistic. You can't miss it. We open 9 to 5 from Monday to Saturday.
All right, now she smells really good, and there's nothing like a good smelling man.
Yeah.
And this one is really nice as well. So whether you're gifting, flirting, or just treating yourself, remember the right scent doesn't just complete your look, it announces your arrival. If you're interested in making a purchase, be sure to visit any of the Perfume Bras locations near you. Godneek, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exoma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is producing work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that can take them further in life.
Diet-friendly special.
Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all three. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
And that's how we wrap up another trending week. Thanks for watching What's Trending. Remember, the conversation never stops. Catch up with us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. Share your thoughts and let us know what you think should be trending next. So we're taking a short break, but don't worry, we'll be back on Monday, June 2nd with a whole lot of excitement, jaw-dropping stories, and some surprises that'll leave you wanting more. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you Monday, June 2nd.
What does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal, at the check-in counter, at security checkpoints, or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports in 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
It's the country's biggest stage for business and investment, and the Bahamas Tonight will be there bringing you all the action.
One station.
We've got the up-close interviews and predictions for growth for the nation's busiest sectors.
Taking you around the world.
And at the same time covering the biggest stories that have taken over local headlines, now expected to take an even different twist. We'll be there to give you a front row seat.
Keeping you completely covered.
2 newscasts, 2 nights, live from Times Square in New York City.
This is serious business.
But make no mistake, it's the Big Apple, so we're also giving you the all access to the interesting and fun stories like the who's who in Bahamian diaspora and what you can't miss if you're in the city that never sleeps.
The Bahamas Tonight, live from New York City, New York, May 29th and 30th, bringing you live coverage of the Bahamas' Business and Investments Forum 2025. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine room.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
When a hurricane watch or warning is issued, medical emergency services are placed on high alert. For many persons seeking medical care, defining what an emergency is can be difficult to assess given all that is occurring during the storm. The following basic guidelines are designed to help you assess your emergency. If you are experiencing symptoms like shortness of breath, chest pain, severe pain, disorientation, extreme vomiting or diarrhea, vision disturbance or suicidal thoughts, you should seek immediate medical assistance. If you are bleeding significantly or otherwise severely injured, seek emergency assistance immediately. Children presenting with symptoms like high fever and extremely listless or lethargic behavior need to be taken to the emergency room immediately. If you are unsure of the extent of your condition, you are advised to seek medical assistance immediately. Share your symptoms with the on-call doctor and get advice as to whether or not it can wait until normal business hours. Remember, emergency care is not a convenient option for basic medical care during a storm. The Public Hospitals Authority encourages members of the public to use these basic guidelines to help decide on whether something is an emergency or not. The authority reminds the public that in the case of an emergency, always call 911 or head immediately to the emergency room. This message has been brought to you by the Public Hospitals Authority.
Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? Keep your family and home safe with these few fire safety preparation and prevention tips. Ensure that your home has working smoke detectors. They will alert you if there is smoke and fire in your home. Install a smoke detector on every level of your home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. Test smoke detectors every month and change the batteries every 6 months. Home fires can spread rapidly and every second counts. Create an escape plan and practice it with everyone in your home. Make sure everyone can safely escape in less than 2 minutes. Keep escape routes as clutter-free as possible so no one trips or falls on the way out during an emergency. In addition to smoke detectors, fire extinguishers is an important device to have on hand. To use a fire extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side at the base of the fire. We must all do our parts to ensure that our families and homes are safe in the event a fire occurs. On behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the Director of Fire Services, and all officers of the Fire Department, let's work together to help prevent fires, because fire safety is everyone's responsibility, and the life you save may be your own.
The idea of taking swimming lessons to the Bahamian public was something that we thought was a great idea, so we started Let's Swim Bahamas.
I've always been a learn to swim coach and a life-saving coach, and so this is now my turn to kind of really see learn to swim being developed.
Although we ran swift swimming for some 30 years and we offered Let's Swim lessons, we knew we were only touching a small percentage of the Bahamian public.
I enjoy the children and how happy and excited and joyful they are. I mean, some of them come from maybe hard homes. Maybe they're bullied at school. Who knows what they have, but when they come here, it's a very positive thing for them.
At the end of the day, more kids will be fulfilled, more kids will have a life-saving skill, and more kids will stay away from crime.
Crime-free.
Looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
The Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting is partnering with the Bahamas Christian Council to help build stronger Bahamian families.
I believe that our ultimate experience in living begins with God and family.
Our purpose is to facilitate, guide, inspire, and equip you to have a better life.
And a strong family foundation begins with each of us trying to become better individuals.
Let's unite.
for a stronger Bahamas.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, leading Bahamians from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
I don't know, but what kind of cars is parking? You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, he ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him, just don't park on the gas spot. No, man, you can't park on the gas spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. On the gas spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now, this way parking.
I tell you we shouldn't park here.
Don't get one of these things. My bar big broke, and he got a sticker inside that say this mod though. We gotta move. This is on the gas spot.
That's what we gotta move.
But we gotta move. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. The nation's chief presenting the country's first balanced budget in the House of Assembly. Plus, current Bahamians weigh in on the Prime Minister's budget communication. And an international recruiter explains impact of U.S. student visa freeze on Bahamian students.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. We do apologize for tonight's late start. Topping news, the nation's leader and Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, touting a commitment to fiscal responsibility as he presented the 2025-2026 fiscal budget in the House of Assembly. The Prime Minister highlighting several firsts as accomplishments by his administration. Chief among them, the nation's first balanced budget with a surplus. We'll have the top story later in the newscast. Meantime, residents of Grand Bahama expressing their thoughts on the 2025-2026 budget communication presented by the nation's leader. Our Matthew Monamboro has the details in this report.
A major milestone was announced today by our nation's leader as for the first A major milestone was announced today by our nation's leader as for the first time as an independent nation, the Bahamas has a budget surplus. We took to the streets to speak with residents, and here's what they had to say on this astonishing achievement.
One of the things that I was always concerned about is when the government had to borrow money to balance the budget or to meet the needs of the budget. And so it's good to see that we're able to come into this year and not be able to do that. And I hope that this can continue. But that's always a good thing for any country.
It was amazing to me when I was listening. And I said that, you know, the Bahamian people are now going to really benefit from a government that is concerned about people moving forward.
All I can say, first of all, is our prayers has been answered as a nation. And those persons who pray continue to pray.
One major highlight of the announcement is the VAT reduction on medical products and lower duty on household essentials. This aspect of the announcement has residents excited most of all.
It's going to help every household, whether you are from the small category, the medium category, or the highfalutin category. It's going to expand to all households, and that's one of the great aspects of it.
Medical supplies, I think it's well needed in the community. Some people can't pay for that.
So, you know, I'm one of those persons who would love to always make sure that when I go to the store, I'm able to purchase the pine sol, I'm able to purchase the detergents and all of the expensive items to make sure that my clothes smells fresh when I wash them.
Now, residents say they are looking forward to the communication of the 2025-2026 budget in the weeks ahead. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Thanks, Matthew. Switching gears now, a recent freeze on new U.S. student visa interviews is raising concerns for Bahamian students hoping to begin their studies in America. But one international recruiter says there is no need to panic and explains what the policy really means for students in the Bahamas.
The freeze is now, however, it will not hinder the international students in any region, perhaps, for right now.
The United States has frozen all new student visa interviews, and it's a move that's creating uncertainty for Bahamian students preparing to study abroad this fall. But international recruiter Dr. Alejandra Pinder says the freeze may not be as alarming as it seems, noting that the policy is not a new one.
On the visa application, they began asking students for their social media handles, whether it be Facebook or IG or whoever. With that, they were, trying to do a deeper background check on these students. However, as you all see at various campuses, it wasn't until the administration now is doing a deeper dive on seeing the social media platforms is where they saw things that was against the U.S. government.
Around 300 Bahamian students typically travel to the United States each year, a number Dr. Pinder expects to decline this year due to the freeze. However, while the halt impacts new visa interviews, she emphasizes that U.S. institutions remain heavily reliant on international students.
If we take off 1 year or even delay this, causing international students not to come, this can push us back in research, innovation, technology, and everything else, a minimum of 10 years behind. When we look at platforms like Facebook, Grammarly, and stuff like that, they all were created by an international partner or just a sole international student for those platforms. So America understands the risks that they're taking.
She says Bahamian students have not been specifically targeted and have continued to study in the U.S. despite similar restrictions in the past, adding that what students and parents really need to focus on is what happens after the visa is approved.
Like we always tell our students, you are always under interview. Once you are in the airport, you are under interview. When you go on campus to go to your DSO officers, because your visa could be taken away at any given time.
While the current freeze may cause delays and some anxiety, she urges students to stay informed and to keep applying.
Ministry of Ed, as they said to me this morning, they are in full force. They're still doing scholarship interviews.
Well, it's news that continues to grip Grand Bahama, the tragic killing that led to a 17-year-old being charged with the murder of his older brother. Tonight, a local pastor is speaking out. He believes a deeper issue is at play and is making an urgent call for families to return to the church, stressing the need for stronger spiritual foundations in the home.
It's the case that has stunned the Grand Bahama community. A 17-year-old male brought before the magistrate's court charged with the murder of his 26-year-old brother. The heartbreaking incident has left the community reeling and sparking widespread discussion. Among those reacting is senior pastor of Calvary Temple, Robert Lockhart.
It's definitely heartbreaking when you hear about any murder, and then it's even more heartbreaking when you hear that it's two siblings or siblings that's involved in that, because now it strikes at the heart of what's happening in the context of our homes.
Lockhart notes that while sibling conflict is natural, the dramatic escalation of the situation could have and should have been avoided.
I was brought up in a godly family. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters, and I believe my upbringing helped me be the type of person that I am. And of course, siblings have conflict. I mean, me and my brothers fight once in a while, but of course we understood, and even in our disagreements, it was not going to get to that level because we understood that still there's an appropriate way to treat each other no matter how angry you get or what you're fighting about. That's still my brother, and we still need to treat each other in a certain way, and also having problem-solving skills that goes beyond becoming violent.
The pastor also points to a deeper issue, what he sees as a growing absence of spiritual foundation within today's families.
As human beings, everything begins with our spirit man, and I believe some of the things that we see happening in our community is because so many families have strayed away from godly upbringing, bringing up children in a godly way, managing their homes in a godly way with fathers and mothers, and how they're managing their family life. And I think that is something we need to, there's some things in the past that we need to just move on from, and then there's some things from the past that we got right.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Police on Grand Bahama are investigating a traffic mishap involving motorists traveling along West Sunrise Highway. Reports reaching the ZNS newsroom indicate that a vehicle was overturned following a traffic incident involving an infant. A passerby who assisted those involved shared an audio recording detailing what happened.
After approaching the wreckage, the driver that overturned the vehicle was instructed to turn off his engine. We then noticed he had an infant in his arms. We instructed him to pass the child to us so we can remove the child from the wreckage. We noticed that the infant's lip was bleeding, so we used an unused diaper that we saw inside of the car to apply compressions. We then noticed that the driver's foot appeared to be stuck, so we gently raised the car, about 3 or 4 men, to free his foot. He mentioned that his head was hurting after we asked, was he okay? And he was visibly bleeding from the head area. We passed him a towel to put compressions on his head and instructed him to remain into the car until the paramedics arrived. We checked on the driver of the other vehicle. She was a woman. She had no visible injuries but was dazed from the event. She was unsure how the accident occurred, but she did remember that the other vehicle was overtaking cars and attempting to turn through the corner without warning. We informed her that the police and the paramedics were contacted and they were en route.
And still to come.
The Chamber of Commerce and SBDC to empower entrepreneurs with new EduMixer initiative. We will have that story plus sports highlights when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
They're back. The night before, a play by S.L. Shepard at the Regency Theater, May 30th and 31st. Lies, betrayal, and deception. It's all in the family. Don't miss the first annual Home and Hardware Expo, Saturday, June 7th at Pelican Bay from 2 to 6 p.m. Enjoy free exhibits, giveaways, and expert demos, plus an $150 short-term rental session at 3. Call 352-6126 for more details. Be a hero at the 3rd annual Gift of Life Blood Drive. Join the Ministry for Grand Bahama on Saturday, May 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Collab Unit Harold de Gregory Building. Call 350-6700 extension 4687 for more information.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Super P, the entertainer from TCI. I'm stopping by to tell you about the 2nd annual Come Go With Me Best of the Best Music Festival happening in the Turks and Caicos Islands on June 7th, 2025 at the Grace Bay Marketplace. If you haven't as yet, get your tickets, get your flights, and meet me in Turks and Caicos Islands because this is about to be a real big movie. Let's go to Turks and Caicos.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
You're
clear #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. We now return to our top story. The nation's leader and Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, touting a commitment to fiscal responsibility as he presented the 2025-2026 fiscal budget in the House of Assembly. The Prime Minister highlighting several firsts as accomplishments by his administration. Chief among them, the nation's first balanced budget with a surplus. Our Cleopatra Murphy has those details.
First time in an independent Bahamas, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says a Minister of Finance has produced a balanced budget, one that boasts a surplus and a 16.6% decrease in the deficit, now at $178.9 million, down from $214.4 million.
At the end of March 2025, the primary balance reflected an increase in the surplus position, equating to $268.4 million, or 1.7% of nominal GDP. This equated to a 45.7% of the budget forecast. This also represents an improvement over the primary surplus of $194.6 million in the prior fiscal year.
Prime Minister Davis also estimates total revenue for the 2025-2026 budget at $3.89 billion, or 23.6% of GDP, with a $75 million fiscal surplus.
For the first time in our history, as an independent nation, a Minister of Finance will be tabling a balanced budget, evidence that fiscal discipline can coexist with a bold vision for national progress. We accomplished this without sacrificing development priorities or slowing the pace of investment. We did it without resorting to reckless cuts or firing dedicated employees.
The nation's leader insists the burden and benefits of economic activity must be shared across sectors and communities. And with Bahamians struggling under high prices due to inflation, he announced a VAT decrease of 5% on baby diapers, Depends, feminine hygiene products, prescription and non-prescription drugs, medical and dental supplies including needles, blood pressure machines, dental fillings, and therapeutic items that changed to take effect on September 1st.
Under the amended VAT Act, we are also extending VAT relief on building materials for religious institutions in recognition of their vital role in supporting.
Additionally, the Prime Minister says customs duty will be reduced on dozens of essential items that Bahamians use frequently, items that he says matter.
Factory cement, mortars and concrete, and similar compositions, copper fittings, screws and nuts and bolts. Further, this duty on the following items is being reduced: cleaning products, electric or battery operated shavers, juice extractors, trucks weighing 20 tons and above, and filters of all kinds from water to air conditioning filters.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Stay with us. We'll be back after this commercial break.
JS Events and JMC TCI present
the second annual Turks and Caicos. Come go with me.
Music and Jazz Festival.
Day 3.
It's the family reunion and regatta.
Saturday, June 7th.
Paging the Bain family.
The Bean family.
The Cox family.
The Dean family.
The Delancey family.
The Forbes family.
The Francis family.
The Gardner family.
The Grant family.
The Hall family.
The Hamilton family.
The Honcho family.
The Harris family.
enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry, all your information you provide is confidential.
Your participation will help us gather accurate information that will benefit everyone in the Bahamas. Thank you for your cooperation and being a part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight comes your way next. They're on your screen.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the government outlines its fiscal performance and roadmap for the year ahead. We break down the key takeaways for the 2025-2026 budget communication with a focus on expanding opportunities island by island. Plus, reaction from both the government and the opposition. And before you travel, check your passport's expiry date or risk being turned away at the border. Those stories and more. The Bahamas Tonight starts now. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. The government rolled out its 2025-2026 budget communication in the House of Assembly this morning, marking a major moment on the national calendar. The annual presentation lays out government's financial roadmap and the key policy priorities for the year ahead. The latest Davis administration budget is being positioned as one that aims to strengthen national resilience and expand opportunities island by island. Fern Carey leads us off tonight.
Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Philip Davis, touting an historic milestone for the country's finances as he presented the 2025-2026 budget communication in Parliament today.
For the first time in our history, as an independent nation, a Minister of Finance will be tabling a balanced budget, evidence that fiscal discipline can coexist with a bold vision for national progress. We accomplished this without sacrificing development priorities or slowing the pace of investment. We did it without resorting to reckless cuts or firing dedicated employees just to claim a quick win. This balanced budget is the result of careful planning, responsible leadership, and a steadfast commitment to the Bahamian people.
He also expressed confidence that the government will hit its deficit targets.
Typically, the month of April contributes approximately 12% to the total revenue intake over a 10-month period. According to the latest preliminary financial data, April 2025 is consistent with this trend, accounting for approximately 13% of total revenue over the 10-month period. The preliminary financial data shows revenue specifically for the month of April 2025 at $352.7 million.
The Minister of Finance also attributed the rise in expenditure to the compensation of government employees and the increase in capital expenditure to investments in airport infrastructure, road improvement projects in the Family Islands, among other matters. And as promised, relief is on the way for Bahamians grappling with rising inflation, as government will further reduce the VAT rate by 5% on a range of essential items beginning September 1st. Meantime, VAT relief is also being extended on building materials for religious institutions, and it will come in the form of VAT-exempt imports on a refund system if bought locally.
These include baby diapers.
Yes.
Okay. That's Pampers, right?
Yes.
Baby diapers.
Mothers. Yes. Children.
Depends.
Yes.
Elderly. Right? Feminine hygiene products.
Women.
Prescription and non-prescription drugs. That includes medications for those with chronic conditions, medical and dental supplies, such as needles, blood pressure machine, lancets, dental cements, and other dental fillings. And of course, other medical and therapeutic items.
Minister Davis also noted that the unemployment rate in the country is the lowest since 2008, showing a significant recovery since the peak in 2020. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Thanks, Vern. More from the budget communication. The government is reaffirming its commitment to investing in the Family Islands. Prime Minister Philip Davis outlined how portions of the budget will be directed towards improving infrastructure, quality of life, and economic growth across the Out Islands. Felicity Davil has that.
Expanding opportunities island by island. The theme of the budget alone indicated that some revelations would be made about financial injections into the Family Islands. Prime Minister Davis noted that every island in the Bahamas is different, with different needs, but his administration is determined to invest in them.
We will have solar power throughout our Family Islands, where new hybrid microgrids will incorporate solar power and natural gas, allow us to eliminate expensive BPL rentals, replace aging generation units, and establish battery storage systems. Energy reform is going to be a game changer, delivering lower prices, increased reliability, and a grid that is stronger during storms.
Mr. Davis said that the government is working with Bahamian partners on these projects, ensuring that our citizens are empowered. He also revealed more infrastructural works for the Family Islands to the tune of $250 million.
Initiatives include the completion of major roadworks in Exuma, Eleuthera, and Cat Island, with a total investment of $250 million, bringing relief to residents and businesses. The commencement of road rehabilitation in San Salvador, beginning a new phase of development for that island's infrastructure. The Long Island Road Improvement Project, where a $22 million contract has been signed to rehabilitate and upgrade key roadworks across that island. And of course, the Harbour Island dock upgrade, enhancing access, safety, and rehabilitation, one of our most vital transportation hubs.
Meanwhile, infrastructural works continue to airports and runways throughout the country, and investment into small and medium-sized businesses in the Family Islands will continue, supporting agricultural, touristic, and environmental projects, encouraging more Bahamians to go back to their stomping grounds throughout the Family Islands and make meaningful investments. Felicity Davil for the Bahamas Tonight.
Thanks, Felicity. Following the Prime Minister's budget communication, the opposition is voicing concerns, telling local reporters the government must do more to ensure its plans truly benefit all Bahamians. Lloyd Allen picks up that angle.
Following the Prime Minister's presentation of the 2025-2026 budget, Leader of the Opposition, Michael Pintard, believes that the Prime Minister is selling a dream and believes more details are needed toward enhancing the Bahamas' infrastructure, along with a detailed plan to create a national fire service department, as well as settling outstanding debts to public servants and vendors.
Ambulances bought with taxpayer money sit idle while they were not, and the fact is they were not road safety ready. When Davis says the government hasn't made any cuts, clearly he has forgotten the people that the government owes.
Leader of the Opposition also calling for more discounts when it comes to concessions for imports, an enhancement for educational opportunities, and finally, Freeport as it continues on its trajectory of development.
When the F&M left office, feminine products and medicine were VAT-free. The PLP slapped on 10% and then turned around, dropped it to 5% and called it relief. That's not help That's damage control. In 2023, the Education Ministry surveyed public school students and found that 44% of our student population suffers learning loss, and that they were potentially faced with systematic gaps that have to be corrected. And we are pulling for Grand Bahama. We are committed to the development of Grand Bahama. We are just disappointed that the Prime Minister refused to share the details.
Now, responding to this from the government, Mikhail Barnaby insists that the government has done all it can to make opportunities brighter for Bahamians both here in the capital and throughout the archipelago.
Now, the opposition says Bahamians aren't feeling it, but here's what Bahamians are feeling. They're feeling the price of bread is a little bit lower. They're feeling more of their roads are being paved. They're seeing clinics finally being opened. They're seeing school breakfast programs in every constituency. They're seeing the government show up and follow through.
Now, Barnaby believes that the opposition has offered slogans as opposed to substance, but in the meantime, the government continues forward with a $325+ million budget to change the country over the next year. Reporting from Parliament for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Coming up, bushfires erupt over on Eleuthera. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. That and more news in a moment.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Irresistible taste of a KFC big deal, some people will do anything. KFC is finger-licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
And I'm a survey enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry, all your information you provide is confidential.
Your participation will help us gather accurate information that will benefit everyone in the Bahamas. Thank you for your cooperation and being a part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
You're looking at a shot of Mount Pleasant Village in western New Providence. In the background, the exclusive community of Lyford Key. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Neville Smith. When does your passport expire? Are you sure? Officials at the passport office say a growing number of Bahamian travelers have been denied entry into the United States all because their passport was set to expire within 6 months of their return date. To avoid that kind of disruption, travelers are strongly advised to check the entry requirements for all destinations, especially for layovers or connecting countries, and double check the expiration date on your passport before booking your trip. Bahamian passports can be renewed up to 1 year before expiration, and if your passport number begins with ER, indicating an electronic passport, you can renew it at any time. Need a renewal fast? Here's the timeline. It takes 7 to 10 business days for renewals, 14 to 20 business days for first-time applicants, or if your passport is lost, stolen, or damaged. The bottom line, don't let an expired or almost expired passport ground your travel plans. Meantime, a fast-moving bushfire is threatening homes and residents in North Palmetto Point, Eleuthera, with flames reported along Banks Road. Works and Family Island Affairs Minister Clay Sweeting, who also serves as the Member of Parliament for the area, says an additional fire truck is being dispatched to the island next week to boost firefighting efforts. He's also confirmed that heavy-duty equipment has been purchased to dig fire breaks and trenches, tools critical to containing the blaze. Volunteer teams members include men of faith, Royal Bahamas Police Force officers, and local residents continue to fight the fire on the front lines. Minister Sweeting is also urging the public not to light fires, leave them unattended, or litter, especially during these dangerously dry conditions. Well, in a significant step forward for the Family Islands, the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies has launched a dual island paving project. Our West colleague Forbes was on site and brings us this report.
In the heart of Eleuthera, the hum of heavy machinery signals something new, something beyond the norm. Bahamas Striping Group of Company is in full gear, paving not just a half a mile as normally done, but full miles. And they're not just stopping there, they're doing the same thing on Exuma at the exact same time.
Right now, we're in the Waterford community doing paving here. As you can see, we did paving on both islands today, which is Eleuthera and Exuma. What makes Eleuthera different from Exuma is we have two subcontractors working on this project with us doing the base work, which is Quick Fix and New View. We also doing waterworks as well. So not every area we have to pave. So what we're doing now is we are skipping through the areas that doesn't need the waterworks and getting that area done.
Eleutherans responded positively, praising Bahamas Striping Group of Companies for the smoother drive and about 130 new jobs. Over in Exuma, 100 locals are employed, a welcome benefit during challenging economic times.
Well, normally on our average paving day, our time would start from 3 a.m. in the morning, and we finish anywhere from 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. It's a lot of behind the stage work that goes into us actually paving on a paving day.
With 163 miles in total to pave and almost 30 miles completed in Exuma, a near identical scene was unfolding, paving 1 mile stretch on both Eleuthera and Exuma for the day.
You see the team in the back of us working. We are trying to accomplish a mile of asphalt work today, both lanes. So we have about, I think, 6 more miles to complete within this contract. So today we expect to have all of the asphalt completed by the end of June.
Simultaneously paving roads on 2 different islands isn't just a construction project. It's a message that Family Island matters. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
As a professional graphic artist, I work from anywhere in the world. When I travel, I try to keep up with my paperwork and bills as much as possible, utilizing NIB's ESS, or Employee Self-Service Portal, to submit my monthly payment and to upload my contribution statement makes life easier. The portal is pretty easy to use too. I consider it to be user-friendly. It asks all the necessary questions to guide me through uploading my contribution statement, and I like that it calculates my payments. The NIB representative who showed me how to use the portal, she was patient, friendly, and knowledgeable. I used to fill out my contribution statement manually and visit an NIB office every month to make payments. But now the ESS portal allows for the entire process to be completed online in a time-efficient manner, like Yay, thank you. That's done. You should sign up today at ess@nib-bahamas.com.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new room?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Is your garbage being collected twice per week? Well, it should be. That's the mandate of the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. And to ensure it's being carried out, those responsible have held a series of meetings with local contractors. Felicity Darville has the story.
Minister of the Environment and Natural Resources, the Honourable Vaughn Miller, took the time out to hear from all residential garbage collectors.
We really wanted to exchange ideas, exchange opinions, and we wanted, at the end of the day, to be on the same page.
Among the challenges these contractors face, according to Henry Dean, is the kind of refuse people discard and expect them to collect.
In some areas, our guys are confronted with filth. Human feces and urine, and it's really bad. And so we asked the ministry or the department to do a public education that homeowners will understand what's happening and help the process.
Ken Marinard of the Department of Environmental Health Services encourages residents to use the large dumpsters provided for bulk waste.
Here in the department, we have, in several locations, we have placed designated dumpsters or bins to avoid persons from discriminately just going into the bush and dumping the garbage here, there, and what's not. We have bins there in the South Beach area, out east in the Yamacraw, along with Coral Harbor, and in the All Saints area. These bins are free.
Jamie Strawn says residents can easily visit the New Providence Ecology Park. Now, the collection of garbage in your neighborhood twice a week may seem like a small feat, but it's making a big difference environmentally. From the New Providence Ecology Park for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Thanks, Felicity. Well, Royston Jones joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Hey, Royston, what you got for us?
Hi, Jiminita. I'm very excited to be sharing with you tonight after what we call a very heavy news day with all things budget related. Some slithering friends, some very special guests coming on tonight who we'll be introducing very shortly. I won't reveal too much. You'll see whether I handle them or not.
Well, that sounds very exciting. So stay with us. The National Report is back after the break.
Diet-friendly special.
Do you ever just want more?
But wait, there's Marco's! Introducing the More Marco's menu, packed with your favorites starting at just $6. Like our warm, golden baked cheesy bread, crispy stuffed risotto. How about a hot, fresh, medium one-topping pizza, subs, calzones, pizza bowls, and more. Starting at just $6. Certain restrictions apply. More variety, more value, more Marco's. Order today at Marco's Pizza, Bahamas.
Only one item? Are you tired of limited choices? I'll have the one item on the menu, thank you. Wow! So many choices. Why settle for less when you deserve more? When it comes to the ways you pay, the more, the better. With a variety of payment options available, you can enjoy the freedom to choose what works best for you. Choose freedom. Choose flexibility. Choose from the full menu of payment options. The future of pay is digital.
We're all in this boat together. It takes a team to do it. It doesn't take one person or 3 people, 5 people. It takes a team of people to pull this thing off.
We have about 72 employees in Freeport, and the rest are in Nassau, Abel-Kona, Eleuthera, a total of over 165.
A lot of people are not aware that Sans is brewed here in the Bahamas. It's produced here in Grand Bahama Island after Dorian, and especially during the pandemic. Every time I saw a bottle of beer, every time I saw a Sans product, it represented resilience.
The only thing I can say to the Bahamian people is to support your own.
All of us are in this boat together, our staff, the country, everyone. And we've been through a lot of rough patches, taking on water, bail the water out, and now it's time to be sailing forward. And we need everyone's support to make that happen.
What? You don't know what TDC is? Tourism Development Corporation?
You mean the Ministry of Tourism?
No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps develop and grow Bahamian businesses in the tourism industry. You hear what they say, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things they do?
What does do?
Hey, check the website, one.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
Well, that does it for the national report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Have you ever dreamed of gifting a loved one their own piece of paradise? Now, with Debco's groundbreaking gift initiative, you can turn that very dream into reality. GIFT, which stands for Generational Investment, Friends and Family Trust, is a simple yet powerful way to make property ownership more accessible. Contribute to the 10% down payment in person, or team up with friends and family to make it even easier. You can even pay online via direct bank transfer, then submit the required form with just a few taps. The person you gift then enters a manageable 7-year payment plan, or they can pay in full anytime. Imagine the joy of giving the gift of ownership, a piece of the Bahamas, a piece of paradise, right at your fingertips. Now, you can gift for a birthday, a wedding, graduation, Christmas, or simply just because. With Debco's Gift Initiative, you're not just giving a gift, you're gifting a bright future. Debco, where opportunities embrace and gift ownership. Visit gbdevco.com to learn more.
At the Cat
Islands Stewardship Council, Senior Executive of the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation's Sustainable Tourism Department, Vernon Weech, explained the purpose behind the broader Bahamas Destination Stewardship Initiative, as well as its plan to expand even further across the islands of the Bahamas.
So what is the Bahamas Destination Stewardship Council initiative? In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism decided to restart the sustainable tourism sector in a safe manner by incorporating local communities at all levels. So we partner with the Global Sustainable Tourism Council, GSTC, to incorporate sustainable practice on the different islands within the Bahamas. So the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism created a program called the Bahamas Destination Stewardship Council, focused on the 4 pillars of the Global Sustainable Tourism Council: sustainable destination management, cultural impact, environmental impact, and social economic impacts. So far, we established council on 6 islands, and we are working towards establishing another council on the 7th island. The islands that we established councils are Abaco, Andres, Bimini, Exuma, Ilutra, Cat Island, and the 7th island coming later on this year is Inagua. So the goal is to establish councils on 16 islands within the Bahamas. So each council is registered in the Bahamas as an NGO, and each member on the council is full-time volunteers in the different sectors within the community of their respective island. To find out more about this initiative, you can email us at sustainabletourism@bahamas.com.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
Manuelo's treats hundreds of nurses to breakfast. Good needs never go unnoticed. And the Economics Affairs Ministry Awards Digi Innovators welcomed news there. Plus, let's check out the latest at the Down Home Fish Fry. And coming up in sports, champions crowned the Triathlon Nationals.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, I'm Royson Jones, and I'm filling in for LaDon Davis and Marlena Leonard, who are currently in New York City. Yes, the Big Apple, living their best lives. While they're here, I'm here with Scott Johnson, and we have a few of our slithering friends with us. Let's introduce them to our viewers. Scott?
Good day, everybody. So what I have here is a Bahamian boa. This is Chilobothris strigillatus, one of 5 species of boas that we have in the country. I also have 2 Bahamian racers, and I have 1 Bahama trope, also known as a pygmy boa. And I'm just gonna let the pygmy boa crawl, just to show you that's the size. And then I have the 2 racers in my hand as well. So I have 3 species of endemic Bahamian snakes found only in the Bahamas. Absolutely gorgeous animals. Yeah.
Gorgeous indeed. I see them, they're quite active as well, so we're happy to have them with us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I see we're making introductions here as well. Hi, how are you? Now that everyone's introduced and we all know each other, let's dive straight into the news. A warm meal did the trick for PMH nurses today as they prepare to take on their day's work. It all started when a local restaurant thought to give back to these healthcare workers who give their time and energy and selves for their patients every day. This is Nurses Month comes to an end.
In a climate where nurses and their contributions aren't appreciated as much and as often as they should be, Chef Manny's of Manuelo's Restaurant partnering with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas and the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies to say thank you.
Honored to be here today and just provide them with a nice hot breakfast, just letting them know that, hey, we care about their we value their service, and we care about the work that they've been doing in our community. You know, and so Manuelo's is pleased to be here. On the menu, we have really nice yellow grits. We have tuna fish salad. We have steamed sausage. We have, what else we have? We have fresh baked breads. We have assortment of fresh fruits, and also chicken toast. So.
Chef Emmanuel Gibson of Manuelo's Restaurant orchestrating this breakfast give back just as the healthcare professionals prepare to exit Nurses Month. Principal Nursing Officer with PMH, Charlene Davis, said the thoughtful gesture meant workers could be fueled and energetic for their shifts. While Serena Roll, Senior Nursing Officer at PMH, was happy to see the tables turn for a change.
Actually, to see that they're happy, that they could see that other persons appreciate them outside the workplace and be able to celebrate them as well.
So nurses deserve what they're having today. Nurses deserve to be cared for. We care for people. We give of ourselves without even thinking of our well-being. And so nurses deserve what is happening today. And so we are so grateful and thankful that we're able to give back to the people who are always giving of themselves.
In an act of humility and gratitude, partners the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas and the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies whipped out their gloves and serving spoons to feed the nurses. Northern Service HR Director Lisa Stewart and Bahamas Striping Group of Companies Executive Assistant Juliet Josie spoke to the necessity of such gestures.
It's just a joy and a privilege to serve our nurses who are on the front line day to day and just taking care of our citizens. It's remarkable.
Even though the company is pretty busy, we think it's important to still, find that time to be able to share and to give back, because he that gets should also be able to share as well.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Zinn.
Thank you, Danielle. A lovely cause indeed. Through partnership with the Ministry of Finance via its Digital Transformation Unit, a loan furnished by the Inter-American Development Bank, management services provided by the Small Business Development Center, and financial management support services facilitated by the Bank of the Bahamas, the Digi Innovative Projects Grand Initiative has come to its completion and an award ceremony recognizing the participants awarding the winners of the competition. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. Congratulations to all the awardees from the team here at Access Now. This Saturday, the 31st of May, and Sunday, the 1st of June, the Down Home West End Fish Fry Festival is set to take place on Montague Beach.
Nassau, Bahamas, get ready to taste the soul of Grand Bahama as the Down Home West End Fish Fry Festival 2025 takes over Montague Beach this Saturday, May 31st, and Sunday, June 1st. This year, events promises the bigger, better, and tastier than ever.
The two-day event will be free. It's being held here in Nassau for the second time with a start time of 1 p.m. Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday.
We would have had some issues that turned out to major issues relating to ticketing and food, etc. So this year we have made a lot of changes to accommodate the customers as they come out here. Like I say again, we have over 15 vendors. We have about 6 of those on the West End Grand Bahama. We have 1 from Mangrove Key, and the rest comes from Nassau.
Still to come, Scott Johnson is here with us, and he brought a few of his slithering friends, or as I like to call them, the Silent Guardians. Stay close.
This summer, make your statement in color. Romilda Rose Designs proudly presents the Bohemia Print Collection, a vibrant tribute to island elegance and effortless style. Available now for pre-order and officially launching June 8th. Be bold, be beautiful. Let your style speak Bahamian boldness. Place your orders today at RomildaRoseDesigns.net. Romilda Rose Designs, where fashion meets heritage.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
We're cruising at an altitude of about 30,000 feet this evening. Our drone pilot, Neville Big Nev Smith, is giving us a taste of the Venetian West property located in the area of Old Fort Bay and just across from Charlottesville in western New Providence. While Big Nev is cruising tonight, let's take a flight down to Eleuthera. Residents in Eleuthera have responded positively, praising the smoother drive and faster commute times thanks to the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies' road paving efforts. The project has also created employment opportunities for locals, creating over 100 employment opportunities, a welcomed benefit during challenge economic times.
On our average paving day, our team will start from 3 a.m. in the morning, and we finish anywhere from 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. It's a lot of behind the stage work that goes into us actually paving on a paving day, and but actually here in Eleuthera we've been quite welcomed. You know, they are actually glad to see us. You know, but when the work is done, they realize that their lives are going to improve tremendously. The safety of the roads will improve.
With 163 miles in total to pave, with under 30 miles down in Exuma, a near identical scene was unfolding and a similar 1-mile stretch for the day was being paved.
We are currently in the rural town community, carrying out the paving today. This is our second day paving back-to-back. So you see the team in the back of us working. We are trying to accomplish a mile of asphalt work today, both lanes. So we have about, I think, 6 more miles to complete within this contract. So today we expect to have all of the asphalt completed by the end of June. So the team is pushing to achieve that goal.
Positive news there for our family islanders. Meanwhile, Scott Johnson, CEO of Wild Bahamas Group of Companies, joins us tonight, and he has a few of his slithering friends with him. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join us tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Excited for the guests.
Thank you so much.
We've been acquainted, so we've had a little chat one-on-one so far as we're introducing them. So tell us a little bit about what you're holding. I believe this is a boa, correct?
Yes, this is a Bahamian boa. This is the largest native terrestrial predator in the Bahamas, and they can reach lengths of 8 feet. We have 5 species of boas in the Bahamas, and each one of them are on and live on their own separate bank. So this one, you could find this species on the islands of the Great Bahama Bank. So that's Andros, Berry Islands, Bimini, New Providence, Eleuthera, Cat Island, and the other 4 are on their separate banks. So it's a really cool distribution of our beautiful endemic snakes.
Very interesting. How invasive are these species?
Not invasive at all. In fact, not better than invasive. These are endemics. These are found only in the Bahamas, and that's what makes them so special. These are a unique species, and so unique that people once upon a time, and even probably now, still have tried to smuggle them out of the country because they have a great appreciation for these beautiful animals. But what we're trying to do now is we want to continue to educate Bahamians on the importance of these beautiful animals, why we shouldn't get cutlasses and chop them or rocks and burst them and all that kind of stuff. We want to respect these animals for the beautiful creatures that they are.
Absolutely.
And because they help so much with removing invasive pests like rats and rodents that can be a problem for our country and our health.
That's a good point, and I wanted to ask you, at this time, based on all the education and campaigns that you've done, how is the public sentiment today now versus maybe years in the past when you're right, people did want to take...
Yeah, it has been extremely positive. I mean, when I was working at the Bahamas National Trust a few years ago, we continued to push that knowledge that, hey, these are not evil, demonic creatures that are out to kill children and all those kind of stuff. These are wonderful animals that deserve to live and thrive. And so people's view of snakes have changed a lot. It went from a few years ago, people would have said, hey, let's chop the snake if we see it. But now they're like, you know what, let's call somebody to remove it. You don't have to love snakes but you could just show a level of appreciation. And so that behavioral change is a very positive thing in the field of wildlife conservation in the Bahamas.
And you find yourself getting a lot more calls these days for people to rescue these beautiful creatures.
Absolutely. So this is actually a rescued snake.
This is a rescue here?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So this snake was in somebody's yard crawling around, and the person wasn't too excited about having it in their yard, so they called me, and I was able to catch it. Okay. And this is going to be released in one of our national parks.
I'm curious, has this snake been named as yet?
No, I don't. The rescue snakes I usually don't name.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. As far as the sanctuaries are concerned, is the Bahamas National Trust a sanctuary for these snakes? Are there other sanctuaries for snakes?
Absolutely. So the Bahamas National Trust, because they have, I think, 33 national parks scattered across the archipelago, they are the perfect places for protecting Bahamian wildlife. And my company is an advocate for snake protection as well as Bahamian wildlife protection. And so national parks are a wonderful place, or wonderful places to continue to participate and help to conserve our native animals.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. Digging into the person behind these amazing creatures, I want to call you the snake whisperer of sorts. What is your day-to-day operations like, your duties on a day-to-day basis? I'm sure it varies.
Yeah, so I do a lot of, right now I'm currently working on a few things. And one of the things that I do is if somebody calls me, they say, hey, we got a snake in our yard, or in our house, you can call me and I would go and remove it. But I also do trainings for young persons who are interested in wildlife conservation. If they are interested in becoming eco-tour guides, if they are wanted to go on a tour, you know, the whole bunch of things, presentations. If you want me to talk about wildlife at schools, just give me a call. I can go and talk to you, because I'm all about, my mantra or my nendo is Bahamians should know more about the Bahamas than anybody else.
Absolutely.
And our wildlife is one of those things that we should cherish and protect to the best of our abilities. And Wild Bahamas Group of Companies, our job is to educate. That's one of our biggest focuses, is to educate Bahamians about the beautiful animals that we have in our country.
That's incredible. Yeah. If I can also ask you, what is your advice to any youngster out there who wants to become an aspiring or is interested in the field of biology and becoming a biologist?
Continue to pursue your passion. Now, today, things have changed a lot in the Bahamas. There's a lot more openings for environmental work. There are a lot of consultants out there. There are a lot of...
I'm just laughing because there's a little bit of droppings coming out of the steak right now.
So sometimes when the snake gets a little agitated or a little antsy, they will tend to musk a little bit or foul. So it's a wild animal, so I'm expecting that.
Absolutely.
But I would encourage persons, if you're interested in Bahamian wildlife or wildlife in general, continue to pursue your passion. Your passion is going to get you far, and there are a lot of places that you can apply to if you're interested in becoming an intern. I'm not quite ready to accept interns yet for my business, but soon I'm going to be able to bring people out to to become interns. But you could also apply. You could also visit places like the Bahamas National Trust. You could try the Nature Conservancy. Braun Limited also does some internships. So I would recommend places like those if you're interested in broadening your horizons about the environmental field in the Bahamas.
That's fantastic, and thank you so much for all the wonderful information. Scott Johnson, we appreciate you coming by and joining us, of course, with these wonderful, wonderful creatures. We certainly hope to see you again. This is not the first, and it certainly won't be the last time.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to handle one of these things off air so you don't see my reaction. Let's take a look at what's coming up in sports tonight.
Repeat champions at this year's Triathlon Nationals. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Candid Security offer a varied range of security services, including guard service. We do armored service, we do pre-employment investigation, background checks, also vet people for employment. A live business hosted PBX is extremely important to our operation. I don't have to be in my office. I can easily get connected with our clients, my vendors, my NASA office, and with our employees in the field, anytime, anywhere.
I'm Melissa, and I'm a survey enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry.
Part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart, and Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Welcome to your Wednesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. The Bahamas Triathlon Association Nationals taking place over the weekend at Jaws Beach. It was a pair of repeat champions as Malcolm Menzies and Aaron Pritchard would take the male and female championships. Finishing second and third on the men's side would be Rodrigo Teixeira and Aiden Bain. Ladies' side, rounding out the top three, would be Sienna Kalmamaki and Sarah Farrington. Two-day event drew over 100 participants from Nassau, Exuma, as well as Grand Bahama. To the pitch, the inaugural New Providence Junior High School Soccer Championships kicking off yesterday at the Roscoe Davies Soccer Fields. A quartet of junior soccer teams clinching spots in this evening's finals in their respective matchups. St. Andrews Hurricanes junior girls sent the D.W. Davis Royals packing, winning 3-0. They will take on the Windsor School, the BAI sets the junior girls champions. Windsor would punch their ticket to the final via a walkover as the H.O. Nash Lions forfeited that game. Meanwhile, the Anatole Rogers Timberwolves junior boys, the GSSA champions, they would take down St. Andrews junior boys 4-2. And it was a tightly contested battle between the Lyford Key Dragons and the S.C. McPherson Sharks in the final matchup. The Dragons, they would prevail 3-1 at the final whistle. From WNBA, Jonquel Jones posting 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists as New York Liberty would defeat the Golden State Valkyries 95-67. Defending WNBA champions have now won 8 consecutive regular season games. With 10 rebounds in this matchup, Jones would move past Brittany Griner for 20th all-time on the WNBA rebounds list.
It's a big part of what I do and what I've been able to do throughout my career. And I think it's something that I have to continue to focus on with our team this year to make sure that we as post players are crashing the boards, finishing possessions, and allowing us to run in transition. So, yeah, I'm happy about it. It's really cool.
More from yesterday's Don't Blink Softball Series press conference. Co-founder Todd Isaacs Jr. says he hopes the event can serve as a catalyst to invite more eyes to the sport here at home.
So to be able to bring professional softball at this level here to the Bahamas and be able to jumpstart and reignite that love, that passion in the youth, it means the world. We live in a world that's full of TikTok, full of things that don't really have real value. So to be able to find kids and get the kids, encourage them to pick this sport up and use this batting ball to take you to live out your dreams, whatever that is. You could use softball to become a doctor, a lawyer, whatever that is for you, even become a professional softball player. For us, that was important. And to answer your second question, women are
That's Extra Sports on this Wednesday. A check on weather when we return.
Cheese, 7.25 ounce, $1.19. 10 pounds of vegetable oil, 40 ounces, $4.49. Kellogg's Family Size cereals assorted, 24 ounces, $5.99.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast, and we have some showers in the area, but they are in pockets. We have an area just to the northwest of Andros there, another area north of central Grand Bahama, and also around North Abaco, we're having some showers there as well. But we will see that change as we head into the weekend. A frontal trough will be moving into the area, and that will increase our shower activity for the next several days. And our boating forecast tonight, well, that's brought to you by Live Business, where we bulk up your business. For the northwest and central islands tonight through Thursday, southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots to wave heights at 2 to 4 feet. High tide, that will take place at 9:52 tonight, with another high tide at 10:14 tomorrow morning. Now for the southeast Bahamas, also through Tuesday, the winds are going to be east to southeast, 12 to 18 knots to wave heights 3 to 6 feet. So we ask a small craft to exercise caution in the southeast Bahamas into Thursday. And as we take you into Friday, in the northwestern islands, the winds become southerly at 10 to 15 knots. That's just ahead of that frontal trough, which will bring those showers in here. Wave heights 2 to 4 feet. High tide on Friday, 11:10 in the morning. You can expect a low tide at 5:13 in the afternoon. Now for the central and southeastern islands on Friday, southeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assure.
He was barking at the two men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee and Billy, two men who gambled late. Stagger Lee threw a 7, Billy swore that he drew 8. Stagger Lee told Billy, I can't let you go with that. See, you done won all my money and my breath.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assure. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Rush.
Thanks, Basil. New York is seeing temperatures in the high 50s, spring weather to say the least. LaDon and Marlena should be enjoying that while we endure some good heat here at home. Now let's take a look at Let's Talk Socials with Matea Cunningham.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Socials, where we round up what's trending in the digital world, one scroll at a time. And today we're headed to Freeport, Grand Bahama, where the teachers at Letty's Paradise Academy just reminded us that school isn't just about homework, it's about flavor and fun. The teachers at Letty's dropped a hilarious video with the caption, "When the teachers think they're all that and a bag of chips." Now, normally that's just a little funny phrase, but at Letty's, oh no, these teachers went full snack mode. I'm talking literal bags of chips, Cheetos, Doritos, Lay's, Ruffles, you name it. Each teacher was dressed head to toe in a chip bag outfit. It's giving crunchy, corny, and confident. And we're here for it. Check this.
I find it hard to think. Some days are easier to I find it hard to think. Some days are easier to
But beyond the laughs, moments like this show the power of school culture, when teachers are willing to have fun and meet students where they are, especially on platforms like TikTok. It builds connections, school pride, and a whole lot of joy. So, shout out to Letty's Paradise Academy for serving up school spirit with a side of sass and snacks. The teachers really said, we're not just educating, we're entertaining too. That's all for today's Scroll. I'm Matea, and you've been watching Let's Talk Socials. Catch you next time for more trends, more laughs, and more of what's going viral in our Bahamian backyard.
Thanks, Matea. That does it for Access Now for tonight. We are live from New York City tomorrow night and Friday night with your usual hosts. Stay tuned for a repeat of the Prime Minister's budget communication delivered earlier today in the House of Assembly. Following the budget communication, you can catch me right back here at 11 for the Bahamas tonight. Good night, everyone.
At Harold One, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.